It's a Utilitech 1107-083 1000-watt dual head work light. Just going to show you how to put it together. We'll do an unboxing and assembly and see how easy it goes together. Directions. My guess is these heads are separately. The bulbs are probably separate. You have to install the bulbs. Yeah, that's the cages, the adjusters. That's one light, and the bulbs are not installed. When you put these light bulbs in, make sure you do not touch them with your hand. Wherever the oil on your skin is will actually cause the light bulb to explode, or not explode, but it'll burn out. The heat from the bulb and the oil on your skin do not react well together. Pieces. And the tripod. So that's everything unboxed. Doesn't look very complicated. A few parts in there. We'll unpack them and put it together. This tripod looks a lot better than the ones I used to have. Last one of these I had the little steel legs on it that just wobbled all over the place. This one actually looks pretty stable. Now just a quick look at our parts. I've got two small screws, two I guess they're kind of like a cam bolt or a thumb screw. I'm guessing these are going to go to the light heads. These two little screws here will be putting the handle together. So the handle drops through like that. Two screws into that. So I'm going to set this over on the table where we're going to put it together. And when I put this together, there is an up and a down. On one side, the threads are actually welded in place. You want to put it so that you can set this down on the ground, not like that. So the lights are going to sit on the top and it will actually sit up on top of it. Just going to drop our handle in. And it's not going to matter which way the handle goes because obviously it's a T-square or it's a squared off item, so it doesn't matter which way you aim it. Put the screws in. There's a little bit of paint on the metal. Snug it first. And then hopefully your handle doesn't come like mine did. My handle's all smashed to pieces from being in there, but since I'm just using this for a workshop light, it's not really going to bother me any. Now thumb screws will go through there. That'll hold our light in place and that'll allow us to loosen it up, twist the light, turn it back and forth wherever we want to aim it. So next thing I want to do is I want to pump the bulbs in my light. So there are my two light fixtures. I'm going to lay them on their faces gently without breaking them. There's a little screw in the back here. Take that screw out. I'm going to take that screw out. And when you do that, these will open up. Now again, these halogen bulbs, most of the time they have plastic around them. And then they've got a little piece of foam that you grab to actually put the bulb in with. I'm going to make sure I wear a glove and not touch the bulb. Now these are just spring loaded. So I'm going to put the bulb in. I'm going to push. Sorry, try to get my hand out of the way. So basically I pushed in one side and the other side just pops in place. So one's in. And you might catch it at a better camera angle from this one. And sorry for the one glove in here, but again, not touching the bulb anywhere in the middle. Set it up against one pin, push it back into the socket, and then just lock the other one into place. Once that's done, we're going to fold them back down. I'll tighten my screws back up. I'm going to over tighten them, just snug them down. And then what I want to do is I want to plug it in and test them first, just to make sure before I mount them that I don't have a bad bulb or I didn't miss a socket, which I'm pretty sure I didn't, but still easier to check now than to check later. And as you can see, both lights are on, so I'm going to turn it back off real quick. If you've never used them, get extremely hot. A lot of people are used to LED nowadays. The LEDs are more energy efficient. They put off a better light. The problem with LED is if you have some cameras, night vision cameras are perfect because the lights are off, but once you turn the lights on, the LED, it actually sends out a pulse wave. And you can actually see the waves going through your camera sometimes if you have sensitive cameras. And since I'm going to be using these actually to highlight some stuff while I'm filming, I went with a halogen bulb so I don't get an LED interference on my camera. So the next thing we want to do is we want to mount this to our bar. To do this, we're going to loosen this knob. This little piece will pull down. Same on this one. We'll loosen that up, fold that down, and that'll give us a place to mount our thumb screws. Now I've got the handle turned facing me. I'm going to mount the lights the same direction. So again, I'm just going to take the light, I'll set it up on here, drop the thumb screw through. And normally I would do this from the front, but since I'm trying to film it, I'm going to do it from behind. I say that and then I switch to the front anyhow. There's one. And just like anything else, this is a little bit easier to do if you're not trying to film at the same time you're working on it. And next thing we want to do is we'll put the glass guards on. Now what these do, those will keep you from breaking your glass, obviously. The old ones never used to have this little screw in them. This newer model, I'm going to take this little screw out of the front. Now this grill just kind of fits up underneath of the lip. You squeeze a little bit and it'll drop back into place. And we want to turn on a little screw mount to the front. This you don't really need, but since it's there, we'll put it in there. And that keeps it from popping back off, and that'll keep you from getting burnt because again, these are extremely hot. So loosen, hook my top or bottom, whichever way you want to do it. Squeeze it in a little bit. Line your tab up. And tighten it back up. Again, that doesn't have to be super tight. That's just to keep the grill from popping back off and losing it. Now, on the sides, this right here will allow you to loosen and tighten it. Once you get it where you want it, you squeeze this down. You're tight. Same with these. You loosen them up. You aim it the direction you want. Once you get it there, you tighten it back up. So that's your up and down. This one's your left and right. You can see how exciting this is. Now the head on the back of this has a little squeeze tab. This is to release the head. So when we drop this on here, I'm going to drop that hole through the middle. I'm going to squeeze the little tabs in, and that's going to lock us in place. If you want to remove the heads, squeeze the tab and you pull them off of there. So that keeps you from falling off. Now to raise and lower, you raise it up, you turn these, and you lock it in place. When you're ready to lower it, lefty-loosey, and it drops back down. So let's raise it up, see how high it goes. Loosen this collar. And I am 6 foot tall, so this is a good 5.5 feet tall. Should light up anything we want. I'm getting ready to do a little project on the wall. We're going to patch a hole. We're going to light up the wall, see what it looks like. That's all there is to it. That was the Utilitech 1000w dual light assembly. Not too bad to do. Only thing you need is a Phillips head screwdriver. Thanks for watching. Please click like and subscribe.